And now we'll move to quite an interesting segment indeed for a lot of ladies, and probably a segment to the men as well. Some people get plastic surgery to improve their health. For instance, those who have health complications because of their weight, they can go and get a surgery to improve the quality of their lives. As losing weight tends to be a real difficult task, most of the people go for plastic surgery to fix their health problems. Plastic surgery can improve the appearance of accident victims by removing the marks on the skin. It can also get people who choose to enhance the look and self-esteem a much better look indeed. Many people get plastic surgery because they are depressed and are very unhappy with their bodies or faces, and they want to fix what they think are their imperfections. Joining us to learn the latest in that field is Dr. Munir William, Professor of Plastic Surgery. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you.
Professor William, to go under the knife or not to go under the knife? Now, many people want to correct their nose, their ears, their tummy, their legs, or any other part of the body. Plastic surgery has changed so many lives for the better. Why do people decide to get plastic surgery done?
Oh yes, from my opinion, I think there are three main lines shifted people to shift to plastic surgery. First line is the more improvement in the techniques done, in the skills done by the doctors. This is the first line. Second line is the economic standard of people. As you see, once the standard of living increases, the level of standard of plastic surgery and the thinking of and the imagination for being shifted to knives, to plastic surgery is more. The third line is media. You see, once you see there is a famous person has done certain plastic operation, in the meantime, you see people all over the world are well known that this person, this actor, this actress has done so and so and so. So this, from my imagination, three main lines shifted people to think in plastic surgery.
And when should one decide to actually go under the knife, like Shahira said? I mean, it's of course a life-changing decision after all. So when is it that a person comes to you, approaches you with a request for surgery?
I think at first we have to think there are two main lines in plastic surgery. There is reconstructive plastic surgery and there is aesthetic plastic surgery. As for reconstructive, you think the person is shifted direct to reconstructive. For example, if there is some person has burns in some part of his body, or another person has congenital anomaly, as bat ears, or anomaly in the nose, or cleft palate, and or exist fingers, and so on. These persons are shifted directly to plastic surgery, and this type of plastic surgery is reconstructive. It is obligatory. The second one is aesthetic. You see, persons are needing to be better. Some problem in nose, this is need to recorrect. Facelifting, liposuction, dermolipectomy is aesthetic plastic surgery. And of course, as you see, the standard of living, more economic standard, more skills in plastic surgeons, more operation.
But does success in the corporate world require a person to look attractive?
Of course. The person almost always needs to be more attractive. But at first, we must think of the doctor before thinking of the operation. There are many great problems faced in plastic surgery. You see, there must be, in the decision, there must be a decision related to the doctor, related to the place in which we operate, and then the decision of the operation. Many problems we face in plastic surgery, not in Egypt alone, but all over the world. The most important and serious problems are present in the States. You see, there are many problems related to plastic surgery.
Because more people go under the knife in the United States than here, perhaps.
And here, perhaps, yes. But the problems, you see, there are some, there must be a relation between the doctor and his patient. There must be understanding, will understanding for the operation. If there is misunderstanding, more problems are present.
Because they come to you wanting to look like Demi Moore or their favorite movie star, and this shouldn't be the case.
Yeah, this shouldn't be the case, of course. there must be frank speech between the doctor and his patient. There must be frank. I have to explain everything in full detail. The problem is faced after the operation. Some persons and some patients are shocked from the results. There must be frank speech before the operation.
Is
Yes.
it because their expectations are high?
Because their imagination is high.
Maybe you can say don't really review what they have inside, what they are looking for, and that again goes back to the idea of communication, open
Of
communication
course,
between
this is the
patient and
major
doctor.
problem in plastic surgery, miscommunication between the patient and the doctor.
Doctor, what should people who decide to actually have a plastic surgery do to prepare themselves for the operation? What tips can you actually give them?
For my own opinion, they have first to decide which doctor to be operated upon. Second
Someone
decision,
of good repute, of course.
of course. Second thing is the place in which to be operated in. And then there must some preparations, but all of them are smooth. They are preparations as any operation to be done. There is nothing more. You see, if you are going to perform tonsillectomy, there's some preparations. The same for plastic surgery, nothing more. You see?
And what are the criteria that should be there for a good doctor and a good place to go to? I mean, like Shahira said, he should be reputable, but I mean, what else? What are we looking for in a good doctor and a good place to operate?
Here lies the problem. There is a misunderstanding. There is a major problem here, lies here. And therefore, we face many problems related to post-plastic operations. Major problems we find, of course, because propaganda and means of announcement are well done, but in medicine, this is not good. The good is you have to choose the doctor, the good doctor in good place. You see, you have to search for the place where the doctors are present.
But Professor William, of course, there are no guarantees that the surgery will be a success. Sometimes things can and do go wrong.
No guarantee for anything. No guarantee, but you have to respect your patient, and there must be good relation between them. You see, some doctors say, this is your photo before and this is your photo after. From my own experience, we have done this before to put something for operations such as rhinoplasty. We said this is your nose before operation, this is your nose after operation, and so on. We faced many problems, the sighted problem. The patient says that this person is not my person, it's not my personality. And here lies the problem. There is miscommunication. So we shifted not to use this site, this picture, your photo before and your photo after.
You don't show
I have
them
to
the-
enter inside my patient. Sometimes I face many psychological problems, mainly in rhinoplasty, and I find that my patient is disturbed. He is in need to do something in his nose. What is our need for? He sometimes says there is some in the body part, sometimes says some in cartilage muscle, sometimes in the soft part, and so on. Sometimes I find my patient is disturbed, and I asked my colleague in psychiatric department to give me his opinion. This patient will be satisfied after my operation or not. If not, I never operate. So there must be good communication between the person, between the doctor and his patient. Because the net result is for sake of the person, for the patient. If I cannot give him good solution for his problems, I never go to operate at all.
Dr. William, do you find more female patients, or do we have enough male to get into the competition?
No competition, the same, 50-50. You
Really?
see, more in hair transplantation related to males, more in facelifting related to females, more in liposuction in females, more in dermalibectomy in males, and so on. You will find more specifications. But I think the standard of living makes males as well as females to be under knives of plastic surgery.
What is the most popular type of surgery here in Egypt now? Of cosmetic surgery.
Everything is well done.
Trying to look
can
more
see and more.
youthful?
You see, but the most important is what is related to face. Face lifting, blepharoplasty for eyes, rhinoplasty for nose, lip injections, hair transplantation, otoplasty, neck shifting, As for augmentation for breast or reduction of size in breast or liposuction, dermalibectomy, everything is done and it's done in good results, of course. But more patients, more experience, and this is the difference between us and other surgeons. Yeah.
What about the latest advancements in the field, doctor?
I'm glad for this question because this question is wide. In order to say, you have to ask me the latest advancement in hair transplantation. I can say there is 5 types of hair transplantation, starting from artificial hair, which is biofiber, ending in tissue expanders. You say about rhinoplasty, I say more advanced rhinoplasty, but the most recent advance is how to operate in rhinoplasty without any excision outside the nose, all from inside, whether from inside the nose or from lips from inside. As for blepharoplasty or excisions, the latest improvement is how to make an incision without giving any scar. This is the improvement. Facelifting. The latest advancement is fat injection instead of facelifting. And also we can divide the face into 3 steps. We can operate surgery plus injection in the meantime for augmentation. All tissue expanders needed for augmentation, recent advances in the apparatus applied itself, and so on. Once you ask me this question, it is a wide question. You have to decide where to speak in order to give my answer.
What about weight loss? The latest advancements there.
Still, liposuction and dermalibectomy comes on the top. But application of ring to the stomach is the most recent advance in overweight. But still, you have to choose your patient. You have to know where are the weak sides, and then you have to operate. Stripping of the stomach and making the stomach lose in weight or bypass from the stomach to the other parts of the body is now about to be finished. But the recent advance is in application of ring to the stomach or liposuction or dermalibectomy.
Indeed. I guess this is high on demand in the Egyptian market. Dr. Munir William, Professor of Plastic Surgery, thank you very much for your input indeed.
Many thanks to you, sir, and many thanks to you for watching, because that does bring us to the end of this edition of The Breakfast Show. So have a wonderful day from Maisa Mehez
Indeed.
and myself, Shahira. Thanks for watching.
A lovely day.